Message to the Black Man in America by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Chapter 4. The Coming of God. Is he a man or a spirit? According to the dictionary of the Bible, Teman, a son of Esau, by Ada, Genesis, chapter 36, verse 11, 15, and 42, and in 1 Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 36. Now if Habakkuk saw God come or coming from the sons of Esau, Eliphaz, then God must be a man and not a spook. If Habakkuk's chapter 3, verse 3, prophecy refers to some country, town, or city, if there be any truth at all in this prophecy, then we can say that this prophet saw God as a material being belonging to the human family of the earth and not a spirit, ghost. In the same chapter and verse, Habakkuk saw the Holy One from Mount Paran. This is also earthly, somewhere in Arabia. Here, the Bible makes a difference between God and another person who is called the Holy One. Which one should we take for our God? For one is called God, while another one is called Holy One. The Holy One, his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. It has been a long time since the earth was full of praise for Holy One. Even to this hour, the people do not care for holy people and will persecute and kill the Holy One if God does not intervene. In the 4th verse of the above chapter, it says, "He had horns coming out of his hands, and there was the hiding of his power." Such science, to represent the God's power, could confuse the ignorant masses of the world. Two gods are here represented at the same time. It is good that God makes himself manifest to the ignorant world today. The burning coals went forth at his feet has a meaning, but what is the meaning? The ignorant do not know. The burning coals could refer to the anger and war among the people where his foot trod within the borders of the wicked. Here, God has feet. Spirits do not have feet and hands. This Holy One does not refer to anyone of the past, not Moses, Jesus, nor Muhammad of the past 1,300 years. For this Holy One, the perpetual hills did bow, Cushan in affliction. The curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. What is meant by the curtains trembling? Who is Cushan? The mountains saw thee, they trembled. What does this mean? The sun and moon stood still in their habitation. What does this mean? The answers to the above questions are easy when we understand who this God, called the Holy One, coming from Mount Paran, is. The 13th verse should clear the way for such undertaking, for it tells us why all these great things took place on the coming of the Holy One from Mount Paran. It says, "Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, not for all people, for the salvation with thine anointed, his apostle. He wounded the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation unto the neck, by exposing the truth and ruling powers of the wicked race of devils." Cushan represents the black nation, which is afflicted by the white race. The curtains of the land of Midian could mean the falsehood spread over the people by the white race, and their leaders trembling from being exposed by the truth. The mountains represent the great, rich, and powerful political men of the wicked. They also are trembling and being divided and scattered over the earth. The Holy One is God in person and not a spirit. Purchase the books, CDs, and DVDs of the life-giving teachings at store.finalcall.com. Listen to the messages of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 24/7 at finalcallradio.com. Watch the Nation of Islam's weekly and live broadcasts at NOI.org.